As a rogue, would you like to strike with your mind, cutting through barriers both physical and psychic?
Find out if the Soulknife Rogue is the right one for you! What's going on, YouTube? I'm the Mind Flayer Slayer.
And I'm Dr. DM, and today we're bringing you the Soulknife. We're going to let you know if this class is any good, talk about all the abilities from level 3 to level 17 in the new 2024 Players Handbook, and stick around to the end because we'll give you our tier ranking for this class, see if it's good enough for you and your game. So let's get started at level 3.
Psionic Power. You harbor a wellspring of psionic energy within yourself. It is represented by your psionic energy dice, which fuels certain powers you have from the subclass. The Soulknife energy die table shows the number of these dice you have when you reach certain rogue levels, and the table shows the die size.
For example, level 3, your die size is D6, and you have 4 of them. Level 13, you get a D10 and 10 of them. Level 17, which is the last level, D12, and you have 12 of them. So a substantial pool of dice. It's always fun to have a pool of dice. In this class that you have that, use them for different abilities. Just kind of like the Psi Knight for Fighter, but a different flavor.
The abilities that you have are Psi Bolstered, Knack. If you fail an ability check using a skill or tool with which you have proficiency, you can roll 1 psionic energy die and add the number rolled to the check, potentially turning the failure into a success. The die is expended only if the roll succeeds.
When you have a lot of extra dice, this is good. I mean, an ability check or skill, adding your D6 up to D12.
And no downside?
Yeah, and on top of already getting proficiency and expertise, a lot of stuff. I mean, you could really have really high rolls trying to get something done, even with tools.
Absolutely. You also have Psychic Whispers. You can establish telepathic communication between yourself and others. As a magic action, choose 1 or more creatures you can see up to a number of creatures equal to your proficiency bonus, and then roll 1 psionic energy die. For a number of hours equal to the number rolled, the chosen creatures can speak telepathically with you, and you can speak telepathically with them to send or receive messages. There's no action required for this. You and other creatures must be within 1 mile of each other. A creature can end the telepathic connection at any time. This is pretty insane. I mean, if you're doing any kind of like adventure that involves a heist, being able to, without an action, just give your entire party the ability to telepathically communicate, you could split the party semi-safely.
Wow,
with
interesting.
this ability.
You mean the mediator? Yeah, that's a lot of fun. I like it. It's just 1 of your dice, so that's fun.
And the ability to go back and forth. A lot of these psychic abilities that involve telepathic speech, it's one way, or like they can hear you, but they can't respond back. The ability for you to both talk to each other is pretty good.
I love this. Awesome flavor for psionics. Okay, they continue at level 3. You get Psychic Blades. It's probably like one of the premier ability for the Soulknife. You can manifest blades of psychic energy. Whenever you take the attack action or make an opportunity attack, you can manifest Psychic Blade with a free hand and make the attack with that blade. The blade has the following traits. Psychic Blade is a simple melee weapon. You can use Vex with it, which is pretty cool because you're hitting and you're getting advantage on a follow-up attack, especially if you're like dual wielding this, or one or 2 Psychic Blades or equivalent weapons. There's 1d6 Psychic, really good way to get up through resistances. Finesse and throw. You can be actually throwing Psychic Blades, pretty cool.
I love it.
The blade vanishes immediately after it hits or misses its target, leaves no mark if it deals damage, which is pretty fun.
So you can really like the flavor of being able to, I guess, do assassin kind of things, even though it's not that subclass, but being able to kill something without leaving a mark is pretty cool.
Yeah, and after you make an attack with the blade on your turn, you can make a melee range attack with the second Psychic Blade as your bonus action on the same turn. If the other hand is free to create it, damage dice go from D6 to D4, so pretty cool. So Psychic Blade, and you hit him. Pretty fun. I love the flavor. It also looks cool.
It is. It's really cool. At level 9, you have Soul Blades. You can now use the following powers with your Psychic Blades. Homing Strikes. If you make an attack roll with your Psychic Blade and miss the target, you can roll 1 psionic energy die and add the number rolled to the attack roll. If this causes the attack to hit, the die is expended.
Okay, you have ways to get advantage, but if you want to do that or don't want to do steady aim, I mean, Homing Strikes kind of fills that in.
Yeah.
You get an extra D6 of D12 to hit, which is going to pretty reliably make you hit. Even if you have multiple attacks per turn, you can make all those hit with Homing Strikes.
For sure. Psychic Teleportation. As a bonus action, you can manifest a Psychic Blade, expend 1 psionic energy die, and roll it, and throw the blade at an unoccupied space you can see up to a number of feet away equal to 10 times the number the die rolled. You then teleport to that space, and the blade vanishes.
That's really
so
cool.
cool.
You throw it up against like a wall or something and teleport up.
Oh my god, yeah.
And you're just like,
so cool.
Yeah, the flavor here, I got the jitters. That's really fun.
I mean, if you had like a scroll of, or like some magic item that gave you like what is it called?
Spider climbing.
Spider climbing. You could literally throw a blade up in the air and like be held up. That'd be so sick.
It reminds me of if you played Final Fantasy 15 15, there's an ability the main character had, and so you just throw a weapon and teleport to where it was and keep attacking. So it's really awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. Level 13, you get Psychic Veil. You can weave a veil of psychic static to mask yourself. As a magic action, you gain the invisible condition for 1 hour or until you dismiss this effect. It ends early after you deal damage, just kind of like the spell. Once you use this feature, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest. So you can kind of already do this using your bonus action to try to hide, but in the event you can't like get away from the perception or can't roll high enough with your stealth, this is a good way to use your magic action to go invisible. Now then you only have a bonus action free, but out of combat's also really fun. So yeah, it's pretty fun.
I like these abilities quite a bit. They're not necessarily all the strongest, but their flavor wins to the max.
Yeah, really awesome.
And at level 17, you have Rend Mind. You can sweep your psychic blades through a creature's mind. When you use your psychic blades to deal sneak attack damage to a creature, you can force that target to make a wisdom saving throw, which is a DC 8 plus your dex mod and proficiency bonus. If the save fails, the target has the stunned condition for 1 minute. The stunned target repeats the save at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success. Once you use it, you can't use it until a long rest unless you expend 3 psionic energy die.
This is a, I think, pretty incredible capstone because you think about it, Monk gets Stunning Strike and it doesn't last for 1 minute. It lasts like literally the one round. So if you get this to connect, you probably want to be using this like every time. You can 3 dice might not be too bad because you're not really using your dice all that much when you're attacking. So this is a good way to just try to get stun condition on the boss or multiple creatures even. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. This is pretty potent.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think we haven't gone over the last subclass, but I think the only thing that's gonna go toe-to-toe with your Arcane Trickster is gonna be this Soulknife.
Yeah, you're missing the spells from Arcane Trickster, but you kind of get spell-like abilities and your damage and flavor goes up. However, there's one caveat here in that the Psychic Blades, you can't really get magic items. You're not getting like a +3 Psychic Blade unless you really work with your DM.
Yeah.
But normally you like Adventure League, you might find yourself kind of running out of steam a little bit as far as damage. But overall, really cool. I'd put this, I mean, just flavor alone and the possibilities of things you can do with Psionic Power, probably anywhere between a B or an A, I'd say.
Yeah, I would agree. B+, A-. I think it's really fun and flavorful. And again, if you work with your DM to get other things, other magic items to kind of give you just a little bit more magic utility, I think this would be really great.
Yeah,
so
I think it's a really cool class.
It's fun. It's really flavorful.
Okay, this has been our review then of the Soulknife. Let us know what you think in the comments below.
Yes, if you're enjoying this content, please remember to
Sneak
attack that like button, ring that notification bell, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. We love engaging with you in all of the comments. And if you want to support the show directly, you can go over to fanrolldice.com. We are part of their affiliate program. You can type in code GG10 at checkout. You will get 10% off your order, and we'll get a bit of a kickback so that we can continue leveling up this content for all of you amazing viewers.
You can also press the join button on our YouTube homepage. You can become a member, become a Green Squire, Green Knight, Green Lord. That helps us out a lot directly. If you can, we'd appreciate it. And that's been our review.
Thank you so much for watching.
All right, let's throw our blades and get out of here.